Hey guys, it's Sierra. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while, but I have actually videos from last weekend that I went to my dad's, and I recorded with my little sister who started her own YouTube account, and we did parts 1 and 2s to each other's videos, and I got a new phone, so I had to take my videos from off my phone since I don't have my webcam hooked up. So I had to take those videos and upload them onto my dad's computer, and I didn't get the time to upload them onto my new phone. So I have to wait until next weekend when I go back to my dad's to get those videos and upload them. And I will actually put the link to my little sister's YouTube account down in the description so that you guys, if you want to, can watch the other parts of it. And you can also please subscribe to her while you're over there. So basically today I decided that I'd do the I think it was called the 50 random questions tag. But I actually saw it on my Instagram. Like, I was just kind of flipping through it, and somebody had mentioned that they wanted to do the 50 random question tag. So I was like, well, I don't know what that is. So I just kind of like went on Google and I typed in 50 random question tag. And I found this list of 50 questions, and I was like, okay. After I read them all, I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and do that. So, first question is, and I'm reading them off the paper, so if I'm looking down a lot, that it's just I'm reading them off the paper. So, were you named after anyone? Actually, my middle name, Dawn, is after my dad's mom. Her middle name was also Dawn. When was the last time you cried? Oh, goodness. I cried like was it yesterday? I don't know. It was like yesterday or 2 days ago. I cried because I saw my mom cry, and if my mom cries, then like I'm usually like not as bad when she cries, but like I get upset when she cries. But then like she said something that like hit me, and then I like started crying, and I was like, oh, Mom, can we not? Do you like your handwriting? I guess my handwriting is okay. It's okay. It's handwriting. What is your favorite lunch meat? If I had to choose one, I guess I'm gonna go with honey ham. Who is your best friend? My best friend is actually my friend Izzy, and we met in kind of like a weird way. Like, we both go to it's her first year at the school that I go to, and it's actually my second year there. And they have this carnival that they host. Well, it's kind of like a carnival, but they host it during school hours. And we have a pavilion, which is like a smaller gym area. And they hold the carnival in there. And basically, we just kind of passed each other in the hallway. And we started just kind of talking because we were just kind of walking by ourselves. So when we passed each other, we just kind of started talking and walking together. And I learned she was in the same class as me that hour. So when we walked back to class, I ended up sitting with her, and we ended up becoming really good friends. And I learned she was in my Cougar Connection, which is kind of like it's kind of like a homeroom, I guess, type thing. and so we really became friends, and we started, she was a, like, I like going to church, but I never, like, I believe in God, but I don't necessarily do the whole Bible thing. Like, I don't agree with all the things said in the Bible. But she basically invited me to come to, like, her youth group. And at first I was like, okay, like, I'll go try it out. And I actually met her family through going to youth group with her and staying with her at her house to go to youth group and spending the night, and we got to know each other, and she became basically like my best friend within, like, the first month of knowing her. So that was really nice, and I learned, like, to love going to youth group just because I learned more into the depths of, like, the, I guess, Christian religion more than I was before, and it's always nice to get to know more depth into stuff like that. So she's my best friend. But if you were another person, would you be friends with you? I don't know, because if you were to know me, like, I am quite the sassy person slash, like, I'm really a smart, sarcastic, sassy person, and, like, I say stuff sometimes that it sounds really blunt, and I've been told before, but I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna, like, I'm just, like, straight up gonna tell you something. Like, I'm not one to hold back on stuff. So, do you use sarcasm a lot? Yes. Almost everything that comes out of my mouth towards people is sarcasm. Do you still have your tonsils? Yes, I do. Would you go bungee jumping? I really want to go bungee jumping, and I asked my mom, like, I asked her if we could go bungee jumping, and she goes, well, I want to do that too, and I, I looked up what you, like, bungee jumping rules, and it said you had to be, like, 18 or older to go bungee jumping, and I was like, well, I'm only 16 right now, so I still have, but I'm turning 17 in October, so I only have, like, a year and a couple months left, and then I can just go do it. What's your favorite cereal? I'm gonna guess Fruit Loops. I don't really do breakfast foods. Like, I don't know why, but I just can't I'm more of a lunch person. Like, I like chicken fingers and, like, chicken strips, whatever you want to call them. But I'm not a breakfast person. Like, we went out to, I think it was IHOP last weekend when I was with my dad. And, like, my dad, my stepmom, my little sister, my little brother, they all got breakfast food. And, like, I looked at the clock and it was like 10 or 11, I think. And I was like, oh, it's lunchtime. And so I ended up getting, like, a double cheeseburger type thing. And they're all sitting there, like, eating their breakfast while I'm eating this big, humongous burger that was, like, this big. And I was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna fit this in my mouth. No, I ended up eating it all. But I love food, so. Do you untie your shoes when you take them off? It really depends. Like, if I'm wearing like my workout shoes that I wear to like gym and stuff, then yeah, I'll untie them. But most of the time I wear like I have a pair of combat boots that I wear, and they kind of like, they have a zipper on the side so you don't, but they also have laces on the front, and I'm too lazy to undo the laces on them, so I just unzip them and take them off. Or I have like basketball type shoes that I just kind of slip on and off. Do you think you're strong? No, I have no upper body strength whatsoever. What is your favorite ice cream? I'm not really an ice cream person. Like, if I had to pick one though, I guess I'd go strawberry. But I'm not like a big sweets type person. What is the first thing you notice about people? On people, I usually like to try and do like personality over like looks on people. Like, I like to get to know a person first rather than like judge them on like their clothing style or, you know, like gender. Red or pink? Okay. So, ignore the thing, this blanket right here in the background. That's like my baby blanket, and it kind of just covers my window to more keep light out. But, like, I hate the color pink. Like, I am not girly whatsoever. Like, I'll wear girly clothes, but that's like my last option. Most of the time I put on like, either I'll put on like colored pants that are baggy, or I'll put on like leggings, and then I'll put on a sweatshirt. Like, I don't do girly very well. So I'm gonna have to go red. What is the least favorite thing about yourself? I mean, I guess if I could change like one thing, like when I get around new people, like I kind of get like shy, I guess you could say. Like once I'll be shy like the first like couple minutes that I meet them, and then if I like sit there and I kind of talk to them and I get warmed up to them, like I'm the biggest chatterbox ever. So I guess I would change my shyness. Who do you miss the most? I don't know if this question is like talking about someone that's like, do you miss them if they're dead, or you miss them if they're alive? So dead, I definitely miss my grandma. Like, she was one of the people that I always liked to hang around. And she was like a really big part of me growing up. So, like, I really missed her after she passed. Alive, like the only person I don't see as much as I'd like to is, which I've actually seen him a lot now, is my dad. Like, normally I see him every other weekend, but lately I've been seeing him like almost every weekend, or in a week. I'll be out of school. I get out of school next Thursday, so in a week I'm gonna go up to his house, and I'm going to be staying there for like 2 or 3 weeks, just hanging out. So who has helped you the most in life? If I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't say it much to people. Like, I'm not one to go up to them and say, like, oh, hey, I appreciate everything you've done for me, because I'm not, like, a put my feelings forward person. But, like, I always have this feeling that I need to tell my mom that, because my mom is, like, that person that I can go to her for anything. Like, I can talk to her about anything. Doesn't matter what subject. Like, she's always been there. What color shoes are you wearing? Right now I don't have shoes on, but earlier I was wearing, my brown combat boots. So, what was the last thing you ate? Oh, my sister brought me Taco Bell. Yeah. So I had 2 crunchy tacos. What was the last thing you listened to? The last thing I listened to this album was Backstreet Boys in a World Like This, because I've been listening to this nonstop, because I'm going to their concert with my stepmom and my little sister, and so I only knew one of the songs, and I was like, I have to memorize the songs so that when I go to the concert, I can just belt the lyrics out with them and just have a good time, like, knowing the songs. So I went and bought the album, and I'm just saying, the album, even if you're not, like, a Backstreet Boys fan, like, it's a really, really good album. Like, I definitely recommend it. So, if you were a crown, what color would you be? I'm gonna say purple, just because it's my favorite color. My favorite smell, I love lavender. That is my favorite smell of all time. Who was the last person you talked to on your phone? I think it was my mom. I think. Mountain hideaway or a beach house? I don't know, because I feel like in a mountain hideaway, that would consider you to be, like, by yourself, like, no one else, just, like, chill out time all to yourself. I'm one of those people that, like, I hate being by myself. Like, I don't like interacting with, like, people I, like, don't exactly know, or, like, I like my alone time a lot. Just, like, if I'm a real big art person. Like, I love drawing, painting, all that jazz. So, like, I like to put my headphones in, I like to turn on, like, Frank Sinatra, or, like, some 60s, 70s music, sometimes even 50s, like Bill Withers, and I just like to turn it on and zone out while I'm just drawing or painting, whatever I decide I'm gonna do. But on another area, like, if I'm not doing that, like, I like to be around people, so I'd probably end up going with the beach house, just because if you're on the beach, that I feel like there's gonna be other people on the beach. Like, beach house, I think of, like, vacation with your family. so I'd have to go beach house. Favorite sports to watch? I really only watch one sport, and I don't watch it like on the TV. Like, I actually watched my stepmom play softball before, and I've watched my stepmom's brother play softball before. And so that's like the only sport like I like to watch. I've also watched my little sister play softball before. Oh, and I like it's soccer, but I like to watch like UK football, which is soccer. But I like the UK teams, so they call it football. So hair color. This is not my natural hair color. This is like 6 or 7 different colors mixed. My eyebrows aren't even the real color because at one point my mom actually we were bleaching my hair to do it. We were doing some other color and we had to like bleach it first. And I actually think it was when we were putting like blue and red in it for 4th of July. It was like the first time I dyed my hair, and I wanted to put blue and red in it, so it'd be like 4th of July theme. And my mom decided that it was gonna be okay to put like blonde in my eyebrows. So like when like there was like little like blonde everywhere in my eyebrows, so my eyebrows were like a dirty blonde, and now they won't go back the same color because I dyed them. But my normal hair is like, it's a really, really dark brown. It's like, and when I say really, really dark, I mean really dark, because it was so brown that it was almost black. My eye color is like a really, really dark brown. Do you wear contacts? No. I always go with my like geeky nerd glasses. I don't know. Like I picked these up. Like always before, I always went with like either metal glasses or like short plastic ones, but like I've always wanted nerd glasses. So when I finally went to the eye doctor last time, I was like, I'm getting nerd glasses this time. So I went and got them, and like it took a bit of getting used to because I'm so used to the smaller lenses that now like these ones just like they're huge. But I actually like them. Favorite food. My favorite food is definitely lasagna. Like my favorite food is lasagna, but my favorite like type of food in general is gonna be Mexican. Like it's complicated. Like if I had to choose between lasagna and Mexican, I'm gonna go with Mexican, but like if I had to pick a certain like piece of food, it's gonna be lasagna. Scary movies or happy endings? I am a scary movie person. But the thing is, I don't have the attention span to sit there through a whole entire movie because I get so bored that I end up falling asleep. So, either that or I end up like getting up halfway through the movie and then I miss part of it and then I see the ending. So, yeah. So I'm not really. Last movie you watched. I actually watched a movie today, but I didn't get all the way through it. I like got to like the last 15 minutes of it, and I couldn't even sit for the last 15 minutes of it. Like I was like jiggling in my seat. Like, it was awful, but I watched A Cinderella Story, which has, like, which has Hilary Duff in it. What color shirt are you wearing? It actually, like, it looks black in my camera, but it's actually, like, a navy blue. Summer or winter? I love summer, but I am one of those people that I love the cold. Like, right here in my room right now, it's probably like in the 40s or 50s degrees wise, just because, like, whatever temperature it usually is outside is usually what temperature it is in my room. So I love to, like, even when it's snowing outside, like, it's freezing in here, and I love to turn the fan on just to make it colder. But I'm, like, if you step in my room, it's like going to the North Pole. It's freezing, and then you get all your blankets, like 6 or 7 blankets, like, pile them on, get them nice and cozy, like, love it. Hugs or kisses? Okay, so there's a little issue with both of those. So I am one that I don't like it when people touch me. Like, as, like, weird as that sounds, like, I just, like, and it's not like a germaphobe thing either. Like, I don't really have a germ thing. It's just, like, people touching me makes me squirm. Just, I don't know, I just don't like people touching me. And I've never kissed anybody, so, see, favorite dessert. Well, I'm not a sweet type of person. I guess if I had to pick something, though, I think I'd go no-bake cookies, which, if you don't know what that is, like, a no-bake cookie is, it's like oats, and, they're covered in, like, melted chocolate. Let's see. What phone do I have? My new phone is a silver iPhone 5S, which is actually really neat. I almost got the 5C, but, like, when I picked it up at the phone store, when I was checking it out, like, I didn't like the feel of it, because it feels just like a big thing of plastic. And I was like, I'm gonna be that one that drops her phone, and it's just gonna crack and break. It's like, that's not gonna be me that breaks their phone first. I've never broken a phone in my life. Thank you. Chargers are a different story, but I've never broke the phone. Computer or television? Okay, so I don't know how to work a computer to save my life, and I get bored with television. The only time I can ever use a computer is if I'm getting on YouTube or if I am getting on iTunes. Other than those two things, I have no idea how to work a computer. What is the last book you read? The last book I read was the first Hunger Games book, which was really good, and I still haven't got the second one. Who is the first person you go to if you're upset? This one kind of depends, like, because some days, like, if I'm in a really, really upset mood where I feel like I'm gonna cry because I'm so upset, like, the first person that I'm gonna go to is my best friend Izzy. Just because I know she's gonna sit there and she's gonna listen and like talk to me when I need it. But if it's like something that like I'm upset, but I'm not like major in a breakdown, then it's like, I know it's, people say it's bad to do it, but like I just keep it to myself and like don't tell anybody that I'm really upset, because like my stepdad says this all the time, and like I kind of think of it in like a way that when you're upset but you're not like major upset about something, then basically he says you'll get over it the Indians did. And so I was like, yeah, I'll just use that one. Do you have any tattoos? Not currently, but I do want to get a tattoo on my wrist, because if you've watched any of my previous videos, then I've talked about being diabetic, and I actually want to get a diabetic tattoo on my wrist, because in like bad circumstances, like if I was unconscious and like I had to have a paramedic examining me that when I'm unconscious, one of the first places they check is your wrist for your pulse. So if I have it on my wrist, they're gonna see the diabetic tattoo, so they can most likely make a better guess on what's wrong. And my mom also has one on her wrist, because my mom is type 1, and they keep switching my type, so I'm just like, she has diabetic type 1 on her tattoo, and I think I'm just gonna put diabetic and not put a type. What's my favorite song? My favorite song is also my grandma that I was mentioned earlier, that I was named after. Her favorite song was Lean on Me by Bill Withers. And I remember getting to listen to that song when I was younger. That's one of the main things that I remember, is being able to listen to that song with her. And that was one of like my most favorite memories that I can remember about being younger. And so that's been one of my favorite songs ever. Rolling Stones or the Beatles. Okay, so this one's kind of hard because I love both bands, but most of the time I am a Beatles type of person, because most of the time I'm doing art and stuff, and I like to listen to, I guess you could say, like, more like softer music, and the Beatles have softer music than the Stones do, in my opinion. So I'm gonna have to go with the Beatles. What is the farthest you have been from home in the past year? In the past year, the farthest I think I've been from home is, I think Pennsylvania was the farthest I've been from home in the last year. Do you have a special talent? I wouldn't necessarily say I have like a special talent, but I really love to draw. Like, that is one of my stress relievers. One of the things, like, if I'm having a bad day, or if I'm just thinking about something that I can't get it out of my head, I am drawing. Like, I like to draw emotion. I do it through I guess what you would call cartoons. They're more like anime cartoons. And depending on, like, if I'm in a good mood and I am just happy with life, like, I like to, you'll usually see, like, a happy, colorful character. And if I'm, like, I guess you could say, like, in a bad or upset mood, I usually unintentionally will draw a character that they have no color to them. They might be like black and white, and I don't mean to do it, but it just kind of ends up happening that way. So where were you born? I was born in at the Henry County Hospital in Indiana. Taylor Swift or Selena Gomez? Okay, here's my thing on this. I'm definitely not a Taylor Swift fan. I love listening to Selena Gomez. I kind of used to like Taylor Swift back when she did like country music, but when she stopped doing country and she went to pop, I just like I can't listen to her and like it. Like, I just can't do it. Do you have any piercings? The only piercings I have are like the holes right there in my ears. But I really, really badly want to get my cartilage pierced. Do you have straight or wavy hair? Right now, my hair is actually straightened, with a straightener. But, like, my hair, when I first wake up in the morning, my hair is in waves. If I don't straighten it either the night before or I don't straighten it, before I leave the house, then my hair will be in waves. Which I actually get that hairstyle from my dad, because my dad's hair, like, if you look at pictures of him when he was younger, he had like curly / wavy hair, and then my mom always, like, she has straight hair, but she used to perm her hair, so, like, when I was younger, I used to think that she just naturally had, like, this curly hair, and as I got older, I realized, like, she used to do it up in a perm. Dream place to live or visit? I actually really badly want to go to, like, Ireland. I want to go to Ireland and visit it because my mom, I think it's my mom's side of the family, is, somebody off of that side originated from Ireland. So, I know I'm part Irish. So, I really want to go and just, like, I want to learn about the culture, and, like, I think, like, I've always told my mom, like, I want to go to Ireland, and, last year I set this, not necessarily like a dream, but I set it kind of like as a bucket list thing, I guess you could say, that I want to get accepted into a college or university in Ireland, just as like a dream type thing, I guess. So I think that'd be cool. But that is 50 things about me. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video for more. And please subscribe to my little sister Maddy also. And I will put the link to her channel down in the description for you guys. And thank you. Bye.